Imagine being able to release your anxiety, depression, and fears all for good. And I'm not saying that you're going to have a life without tribulations, without struggles, without anxiety, without any of that. I'm saying that imagine actually having a tool. Like you have a tool to brush your teeth, you have a tool to sweep the floor, you have a tool to drive somewhere. We have all these different tools, systems. Well, imagine having a tool that when someone presents or people, places, or things present a situation for you, a problem for you, you no longer see it as a problem, but you see it as a solution. So today I'm going to share with you very quickly exactly why you can use Ho'oponopono to diffuse all of that and to be able to have the success that you deserve to have. So let's get into it. So it's very simple. What you're going to do is that you're going to sit wherever you are. You're going to be standing wherever you're standing, or you're going to be laying wherever you're laying, because I used to suffer from panic attacks, anxiety attacks all the time, to the point that I would just fall on the floor from how serious it was, and to the point that I was always trying to unalive myself because it was so severe, because I couldn't escape my own thoughts. I couldn't escape my own body. I couldn't escape my own skin as to how it felt. So I share this with you because if I had had Ho'oponopono back then I would have been able to have a solution that would have dissolved all of that. So if I tell my body, a few years ago, I learned that the body doesn't under the brain doesn't differentiate between I'm really excited to I'm having a panic attack. I'm really excited to I'm having a panic attack. But it differentiates as to how it's going to treat it. So by the same token, if you're having a panic attack, whether you're standing somewhere, you're driving somewhere, you're laying in bed, and then all of a sudden you get that, if those who know. So if you are getting that, then what I invite you to do is to start practicing Ho'oponopono inner child work. Or the simplest one is to do these two things. So number one, you're going to say, breathe in, I'm sorry. Breathe out, please forgive me. Breathe in, thank you. Breathe in, breathe out, I love you. And you're going to do that until your panic attack, your anxiety, the depression gets dissolved, because those two activities cannot happen simultaneously at the same time, because your brain is trying to catch up with the breath in the way that you're telling it, while at the same time repeating the sentences. And then let's say that you're still in your head and your body is still, because it's been programmed to respond to that, to your body whenever it's in alarm mode, because we program the subconscious to behave in that way. So if that still doesn't give you the result that you are wishing for, that I'm suggesting that you're going to get, if you're not feeling calmer, then this is what you do. Then you simply go and you say, inner child, Lupita, for my nickname as a child was Lupita, mi reina. So you called yourself whatever your childhood nickname was. And you obviously you don't say inner child, you say your nickname, right? So my nickname was Lupita. So I would say, Lupita, I don't know what's going on inside of you. I don't know what the memories are. I don't know what they have to do, but it doesn't matter what they are. But I want you to go with divinity and to let them go. Please let them go right now. And I'm sorry for anything that I've done that you feel that I've neglected you. I'm sorry that if I've done anything wrong. And then you just go and you listen to your inner child saying that maybe you neglected them, maybe you forgot about them, maybe there's all this maybes, and you just let it go and you let it go. And the beautiful thing about Ho'opono is that it just involves you, your subconscious, which is the inner child, and the divine. That's it. So you can do it while you're laying down, while you're walking around, while you're at the store, while you're driving. It doesn't matter where the panic attack or anxiety or the depression hits. You can do it at any time. So I promise you that if you make this a practice and you make this the go-to, like when I learned that I'm so excited, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm so excited, then my anxiety began to start shifting. Now, remember, we've dealt with anxiety, panic attacks, and depression for a long time, so it's been programming into our system that that's how we operate. But we can also reprogram that so that now instead of doing that, we do Ho'oponopono. So please try it. Come back and let me know how it worked for you. Because if it's not working for you, it's probably on some tweaks that you're doing that you may be expecting something specifically when divine intervention is saying, my child, this is what I want you to experience. You know, like for me, I may have suffered all of those years. I mean, for decades I suffered because as I've shared with you, I was abused by 5 of my uncles from the age of memory until the age of 11 years old. So needless to say, I was a bit of a mess, and my trust and my worthiness and all this other stuff was very just mess. It was a mess. So I had all this stuff, but I didn't know how to deal with it. So as I've learned along the ways, I've been able to really figure out why things happen. But the gift of me for you is that because I have suffered, I'm able to experience the suffering and the not suffering, and the tools that work and the tools that didn't work. When I was on medication, and I'm not a doctor, by the way, but for me, when I was on medication, it made me want to be unaliving myself even more, and it just made me numb. It didn't really help me like think clearly as to why I was feeling those ways. So I rather you learn how to like yourself just the way you are, and then shift your anxiety, shift your panic attacks, shift your depression, or shift whatever's holding you back to something that you actually be able to get to know yourself as to what are the triggers, who are the triggers, or where are the triggers. So with that being said, let me know if this was helpful for you. And if you are not finding the solutions that you want to have, please let me know what is it that is not working for you and what is it that you want to have a problem solved. Because if there is a problem, I promise you there's a solution. That's just the way that life works. So I'm Maria Lupita. I love sharing everything Ho'oponopono so that you don't have to suffer any longer, because it is not necessary for any of us to suffer silently in our own minds and bodies without thinking that there's any way out of us, because there is. There's actually a better life for us than we've been living. And I hope you found me because you were praying for a solution. So I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I hope that you live with divine intervention and that you live an inspired life versus a life of chaos. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.